This is copyrighted Danny. Shaco versus Arctic right here. Bite and Shaco fighting right now. Copyright hits an amazing boulder on Danny. Shaco smells blood and he's not gonna let this opportunity escape. Fire of Chariots might ride him to victory right now. Gigabyte and Shaco are all tied up here, folks. Look at this mid-aerial combat here, folks. Are you not entertained? And it was a game changer. Lightning versus Lightning. This is interesting. That I'm here. Got Danny not backing down from a fight.
No, I missed! Oh my!
Oh, that was so close, holy shit.
You've got to be kidding me, dude.
It's Kaizen, and you just saw sneak peek highlights of a 1v1 tournament I helped host all the way back in July. It was for a gaming hub called Gilded, where we host Spellbreak related events. So feel free to join if you want, link down below. The rest of the video will just be one matchup that happened during that tournament. The rest of the tournament will be on Gilded's YouTube page, so check that as well if you want. Till next time, stay safe and I'll see you later. Alright, where's Gigabyte? Okay, so we have Gigabyte and Shaco fighting right now. Gigabyte's electing to use Lightning and Wind. I'm not too sure what Shaco's using. Shaco's using Stone and Fire from the looks of it. It looks like he's going to be at a disadvantage in my opinion, folks. Looks like he's definitely going to be at a disadvantage. But let's see if Shaco can pull another one out of his hat. And the first game goes to Gigabyte. It looks like Gigabyte's electing to be more aggressive here. He's looking for Shaco. Shaco's might be trying to bait Gigabyte into a 1v1. Ooh, a nice boulder slam by Shaco. Amazing boulder slam. Shaco is putting the pressure on Gigabyte right now. He smells blood. Shaco smells blood and he's not going to let this opportunity escape him. Gigabyte is doing his best, but he cannot do enough. The boulder fireball combo, too strong. Too damn strong. All it took was one boulder to sway the tide of this battle.
Yeah.
Impressive. Impressive nonetheless. Gigabyte and Shaco are all tied up here, folks. Gigabyte is being cautious to making sure that he doesn't take another boulder, but he does take another boulder to the face. Shaco is electing to stay on the low ground. Now he's W King, but Gigabyte, of course, the kite master over here, is doing his best to make sure he doesn't get in the range of Shaco's stone slams or boulders. They're both electing to reset right now. Gigabyte's doing his best to keep distance, knowing that Shaco is only using stone and fire, knowing that he has the advantage at long and medium ranges. Gigabyte's choosing to heal up as well as Shaco. Shaco's doing his best to play line of sight. That's the best way you could play against a zapper, is using line of sight to your advantage. But unfortunately, conduits have a mechanism to prevent that. Woo! Not today, Shaco. This is looking like Gigabyte's game to lose right now. It's looking like Gigabyte's game to lose right now, folks. Shaco's doing pretty well. This might be Shaco's win. Shaco has Gigabyte in the open field. A Stone Shaper's dream right now. Gigabyte was able to kite away from this disadvantage for himself. A boulder hit directly on Gigabyte and Shaco takes it. 2-1 Shaco. The firewall boulder combo, proving that Fire of Chariots might ride him to victory right now. Honestly, during that 1v1 matchup, it looked like it was going both ways. It honestly looked like it was going both ways, folks. This is round 3. Shaco has a 2-1 advantage on Gigabyte. Let's see if it looks like Gigabyte's electing to be a little bit more aggressive. The previous 2 matches, Gigabyte was waiting for Shaco to come towards him, but now Gigabyte's like, I can be aggressive too. I'm not the only one who can W key. I'll show you what it means to W key. Gigabyte is maintaining high ground right now, while Shaco is playing line of sight excellent. He takes a lightning strike to the face. Ooh, excellently placed tornado by Gigabyte, making sure that the boulder does not come near him. That is big brains here. That a lot can counter a boulder. Wind is the only sorcery that can counter a boulder. Same with the wind shears. This is excellent. Shaco. Shaco's using his shockwaves to gain little bits of armor. In matches like this, every little armor, every little HP is very important here. Looks like Shaco is trying to push on Gigabyte, but it's not working quite well. Gigabyte is doing well. He's learning from his previous engagements and making sure that he has distance. Can Shaco take this dub, or will it be tied 2-2? Looking like both players are taking this very cautiously. Shaco does not want to have a 2-2 situation. He takes a boulder. 2 boulder hits on Gigabyte right now. Gigabyte's electing to use his armor, while Shaco... Ooh, close up. Gigabyte is eating a lot of fireballs right now, folks. He's eating a lot of fireballs. He's nervous, but he has pots for days. His pots for days are really helping him here. Keeping this match in a long time. These folks have been fighting for a good 2 minutes. This is a good 1v1 here. Shaco is really pushing Gigabyte to the limit. This might be a draw here, guys. This might be a draw. A big boulder hit on Gigabyte. There's 11 seconds left on the clock. Let's see how this ends. 11 seconds on the clock. And it's a draw, folks. It is a draw. It's a draw. That's a draw.
It's 2-1. Or...
Yeah, it's a draw. So Shaco has 2.5. Gigs has 1.5. Bro, that's very intense, guys. You are you guys are putting on a show right now. All right, let's see what we got here, folks. Looks like Gigabyte's definitely gonna maintain high ground here. You already know Gigabyte's gonna do his best to kite. Honestly, with these 1v1s, it might take the full 8 minutes. Because these players are playing very cautiously. Because they both know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and they're trying to play to their advantage. This guy is online, yes. As you can see, they're playing very, very cautiously. Let me not be too close to them. Gigabyte is doing his best to maintain high ground right now. Looks like they're on the ground. This is looking like a favorable position for Shaco. But of course, Gigabyte is going to have the higher ground. Like I said, this is going to be a very long 1v1. Because every time Gigabyte tries to kite Shaco, he's going to do his best to use the shockwaves to get more armor. So this is not looking too favorable for Gigabyte. Because he doesn't have any burst potential right now. Seeing that he's choosing to use wind offhand instead of fire offhand is looking to be very problematic. Because he can only do a little bit of chip shots here and there. As you can tell, Gigabyte's build is very defensive. He's playing the very defensive role right now. Shaco is using some pop fireballs. It looks like he's trying to bait Gigabyte to come closer to him. So he can throw off some boulders is what my guess is being. Oh, no cam so people can focus more on the fight. This man Shaco, his boulders, bro. His boulders be scaring me. That's the second time one of his boulders almost hit me. As you can see, Gigabyte's doing his best to use the terrain to his advantage. Same with Shaco. Knowing that Stone Shaper's one weakness are elevated surfaces. It looks like Gigabyte's being a little bit more aggressive. He must have information that Shaco is most likely a lot lower HP than he is. But Shaco is being a little... Oh, big lightning strike on Shaco. He's in the open field. Gigabyte did big damage right there. Big damage by Gigabyte, for sure. You can see he's playing a lot more aggressive. He's going for the kill. Wind spam. Some more wind spam. Ooh, Gigabyte wins it. Barely. Barely wins it right there, folks. Alright. Both competitors are at 2.5, 2.5. If they...
And to the world.
Okay. Y'all, I love you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. I love it when the OCE community comes in here and trolls me. As you can see right now, Gigabyte's maintaining high ground, doing his best job to kite Shaco right now.
Love this spring step back, man.
Shaco's doing his best to play line of sight, and this is really how you play against conduit users. You have to play line of sight, use any object in their way. Do your best to use your stone boulders or your fireballs to take burst shots at them. Shaco is doing very excellent on playing against Gigabyte and Stone and Lightning. If anyone that has trouble playing against Lightning, Shaco is definitely the person, and this is definitely the game that you want to see on how to do that. Shaco's doing his best. Gigabyte's going in for the kill right now. You see, Gigabyte usually is a lot more passive, but he's being a lot more aggressive now too. Gigabyte learned from his first 2 games and is being more aggressive, but he has to be careful because he is fighting Shaco on his ground, on his element. Gigabyte takes it again with the wind spam.
I can't reach you when you're up in the sky with the spring step. So.
It's GG's, so Gigabyte moves on. Wow, 2 games, bro. 2 games. It took you guys 6 minutes. 2 games. That's intense. That's intense.